Over the last few years, we've heard more and more about conservatorships and what that means and what that entails. Included in these conservatorships are the likes of those like Amanda Bynes, Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears, Bammargera, and more. Hollywood and TMZ and others have come together to swindle these people of their money. Regardless if you believe celebs are real, authentic, or not, what's being done is very wrong. False promises are wrong. Lying to Bammargera is wrong. What is up, turds, nerds, freaks and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame, and welcome back to my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. You see, in 2002, the show with Johnny Knoxville, Bammargera starring together would come out, and it would change both of their lives forever, because you see, on their own, Johnny Knoxville and Bammargera were both very profitable at the time. Bam was CKY and skateboarding, and Johnny Knoxville, well, he was just doing silly stunts. And these two put together truly seemed like the dream team, and along with those of the likes of Ryan Dunn and Steve-O, of course. Now, for those of you who grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, you'll see the significance of this show, how it impacted our lives, how kids would literally fly across the room at one another, tackling another, yelling jackass at the top of their lungs. The show had a great impact on society, as well as the men's bodies who participated in it. And as spoken about in my stream, we know that this was a business model that was not sustainable. Although people love stupid, and we do enjoy watching people get slightly injured, but not tragically injured, right? But here's the problem. This was not sustainable. These are literally the David Dobrik vlog before David Dobrik, right? Just that pure, unleashed insanity. Let me give you the rundown as to why this is such a problem and why it's so messy. First of all, we must discuss the conservatorships. Obviously, this is just a way to get at certain people's monies and control them and have authority over their lives. It's really sad, and it's pretty messed up once you really look into it. No autonomy, no ability to even get pregnant if you choose. It is so intrusive, it is so invasive, and it is absolutely absurd that we treat people this way. The only circumstances I can see where people might need a conservatorship is if it's medically necessary. But obviously, for many of these people, it wasn't. It truly wasn't. And they just needed a way to suck and funnel their money from them. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, damn, Daisy, that's pretty messed up. And it's because it is. You see, this isn't the worst part. Bam and all these others, right? They partook in this business model that was not sustainable, one that caused them to be repeatedly injured, and thus, of course, causing their affliction and making it worse and worse. And here's the thing, some people don't even know that they have that disease inside them until that beast is awakened. And unfortunately, for Bam and Steve-O alike, this is exactly what happened. And even worse off, recovery is not a one-size-fits-all. And for them to assume that the Steve-O method would work for Bam is simply just foolish. And Johnny Knoxville himself is apparently a big hypocrite. You've been through these things. You've overcome these things. You've dealt with the affliction. It just frustrates me because they should know better than anyone. If you have that within you, that disease, you should also have that understanding. But let's move forward. This whole thing with Bammargera wanting to be in the movie. The franchise was coming back with a newer movie. Yeah. And Bam, of course he would be in it. But to be in it, Johnny Knoxville told his dear best buddy that you would have to go to rehab for 30 days to get help for rehabilitation. And of course, anyone who wanted to be a part of that movie, to be so proud to partake in something that they helped build. Of course, he would do that. So Bam goes and seeks help. He arrives at the facilities and he's told, wait, it's not just 30 days, it's 90. When he went in on 3 medications, he came out on 10. That is absurd. That is scary. And here's the thing. Again, Knoxville is not a doctor. He's not a medical professional. In fact, that's why he chose a show, harming himself and putting his friends in danger. That's a true idiot. And he's trying to tell this man, Bammargera, how to live and what medications he cannot take. And this is even more hypocritical and foolish because he knows that Bam clearly suffers with ADHD, and guess what? So do I. And as someone who does, I recognize the ADHD in others, and you best believe I clocked it in Bam long ago. So for them to tell him he cannot take his Adderall, which helps him function in his everyday life and likely keeps him sane and healthy and away from his affliction, well, it is not only hypocritical because Johnny Knoxville takes it as well, but it's wrong. You see, he doesn't know the madness inside a person with ADHD and how loud their brain can be and how important medication and how critical it can be. It can be life-changing. It really can. And for anyone to say, you cannot take this, but I can. You can't be in the movie, but I can. That's foolish. It's wrong. And he's doing his buddy dirty. I get it. I was reckless in my youth too. And I would say they should have known better. They shouldn't have put their friends in harm's way. They shouldn't have wanted to harm them at all or put them at risk. And I know that they're all willing participants. I know that it was a big deal in pop culture and in our past. It was something so different. Like Ow My Balls from Idiocracy. Just groundbreaking. Causing us to slowly become dumber over time. Yeah, the world really needed that. But what would be right is if Knoxville did right by Bam. Stop being a hypocrite, Johnny. Let him in the movie. He's done his time. I don't know why you are holding out on him. I don't know if you've got some grudge or something burning inside you still when you look at Bam. Do you think it done? And what you done wrong? Do you think about how you fostered an environment for that to grow, to get worse, for them to push the limit consistently? Is that what it reminds you of? To be honest, a big part of this is that I am just so sick of seeing people misunderstand not only mental illness and unwellness and the fact that it is real, but ADHD and affliction. It is not a one-size-fits-all. You cannot force someone into these things. Please leave your comments below. What do you guys think about all this? Do you think it's fair what Johnny is doing to Bam? Did you like Bam or the show? Honestly, my thing was I really liked Bammargera's show a lot more because he focused more on like pranking his family, and there wasn't as much brutal pain or suffering. It was more warm-hearted feelings. We cannot deny that we grew up on this chaos. And I would say I'm sure it's had an impact. I can tell you I know it has, just solely due to the David Dobrik vlogs and a lot of the shows we still have today. You see, rules for thee, but not for me, apparently. I get so upset because I was a genuine fan of CKY growing up. I remember when all the movies and everything came out, I really did love Bam and his entire family. He was genuinely one of my first real crushes. I just wish that, his friends, they listened to him. They trusted him just as much as he trusted them. Because his willingness to show up for them is a good thing. It's a sweet thing. It's a positive thing, but it's also been part of his downfall. People truly love stupid. They love to watch people in pain. They love to watch people spiral. And honestly, Lindsay Lohan and some of these people, they really gave the early 2000s that fulfillment. I truly believe Bam Margera's loss of Ryan really did cause him to spiral. And I wish his friends would have been there for him instead of allowing TMZ to berate him in the media and in the tabloids and just make it that much easier. This is just a theory, my opinion, speculation, but it does seem as though TMZ may have a hand in helping destroy people's images and guide them or sheepishly herd them into these circumstances. And who's next? Think about it. Let's be honest. It's insane to me that they can just take these people's money. It's insane. Look what they're doing to Wendy Williams. And yes, I meant Wendy, not Wendy. Just think about this. Life is already hard enough for someone recovering from affliction. I don't see why Johnny has to make it any harder. I don't know what it is about, the elites liking to have these shame rituals or watching people in shame. But the early 2000s were truly all about that, with shows like Jerry Montel, Ellen, and more, all based around embarrassment and just the worst of the worst people. Just like the thoughts that Dr. Phil did what he did, allowing certain people who partook in his show to partake in their afflictions even right before going on stage, because they knew it would create a more interesting show. Wow, that's really sad, but because these people essentially wanted to be a part of it, that's okay. And it wasn't just alcohol, friends. Oh no. Producers genuinely help people do terrible things. I just wish Bam had a friend that was as good to him as he is to everyone else. I really feel that. If you agree with what I'm saying, then please comment down below. Justice for Bam, because Bam does deserve justice. Johnny, stop being rude. Let your friend play. Let him be in the video, okay? Grow up, okay? Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Not that we should be any shocked because of all the videos that they have made, but my goodness, men, you're still acting like grown children. Grow up. Let him partake. Justice for Bam. And looking more into these conservatorships, it's shady, it's sus. They're in cahoots. They're working together to get these people's monies, and it's not okay. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, check out my Twitch, DameDaisy Plays, my TikTok, which we just got creator over there, you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're over 10,500 something on TikTok. We're doing great. Twitch is next, and Insta I'm about to get monetized for as well. So that's genuinely been my goal, and I just really appreciate it, you guys. You make all this possible. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm about to be monetized on all 4 of my main platforms, and I just feel really blessed. Thank you. So check out my Insta, Snap, and Twitter, and YouTube, all DameVonBonDaisy. TikTok and Snap are actually modmaggieart. Twitch, DameDaisy Plays. And I do, and sometimes I win. Let's get monetized over on Twitch real soon. Stay awake, stay aware, stay well, and thank you so much for coming to your very own deprogramming session. Bye, guys.
over.